Hey Taurus, Everlong Mystic here. Today I am going to take a look at your wave. I'm just gonna take a look at little components of your wave, like the trough and the crest and the surf line and the wavelength, and just kind of do little peeksies into it. All right, and the random surfing lingo term that came up for you, Taurus, was lull. So I'm wondering if you are experiencing a lull because it's kind of like that calm period between two waves. So we'll take a peek here. So we have here, this is like the surf. This is like the beach. The beach. And this is kind of like what kind of grounds you. And then we'll look at a trough. We'll look at a crest. We'll look at a future a future trough, a future crest. And then we're going to look at the wavelength here. All right. And we will get an oracle card for you, just to maybe some advice for the lows. All right, so what grounds you? What is this beach? Oh my, look at you, Taurus. You have the abyss. That is awesome. I want to be Taurus. The abyss is awesome. It seems scary, but it's so not. It looks kind of creepy. You've got the skeleton in a robe. You've got arms reaching out from the water. It's like this illusion. Man, it's like embracing the illusion. It's like embracing the illusion is like a super grounding thing for you, and it's like something you can go back to that is kind of like a stabilizer. That is so dang cool, Taurus. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's look at the trough here, and this is the wave that you're on right now. It's either the most recent wave or the one that you're experiencing. And the low point, ooh, Ten of Swords. That's kind of like the lowest low point I could think of, really. Ten of Swords, wow. But what's really cool about this is that it's kind of done. It feels like the worst is over. And look, like you've got all of these swords here. And it's like the last sword. It's weird. It's like the last sword was the most difficult to put in there, but the way it's packed in, like it has the least amount of sword exposed. It looks like it's like you knew this was the last sword and you just shoved that puppy in. You're like, man, I know you're the last one and you're going in now. And it's like you just did it. It's kind of like ripping off that band aid, like, man, you got a little fire in you there, Taurus. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at the high point of the wave. The high point is Seven of Coins. So this is work. It's like you've kind of built this magical pyramid here. And I guess that would be what, a sphinx head or something. There's a pyramid in the background. But it's like you think about all the work that goes into, like all the work that would go into building a pyramid or building this huge monument or something. It's like there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of labor. It costs. You've got to get the stones or you know what I mean? Like it's this huge orchestration of something that results in something magnificent, and it's right here at your crest. It's right here. That's your crest. So let's look at a future low. So this is kind of like the energy that would be present You know, it's not set in stone. Not like this right here. And let's see, we have Nine of Cups. Oh wow, that is so interesting. Why would you have Taurus? Come on now, why would you have Nine of Cups as your low? I'm just getting this feeling of missing out. You know, but it's not missing out. I mean, this is the Nine of Cups. And I don't do reversals, so it's not Nine of Cups reversed. This is the Nine of Cups. So this is some kind of, some kind of fulfillment, some kind of happiness or what have you that you perceive that you missed out on. I want to say there's some kind of illusion here, Taurus. So your potential next low point is I want to say like the potential of you to fool yourself. And I think man, you like when or if this happens for you, like if you can sense this feeling in the future where you feel like you're missing out on some kind of fulfillment or something, then I would definitely return to return to the shoreline, because you'll have to return to the shoreline to get to the next high anyway, right? You have to cross the shoreline to get to the next crest. It's the abyss. It's the believing in the magic, believing in, like not, it's dealing with the illusions. Oh, I just want to say, get a little mystical, man. Get a little mystical. I think that would help you with this. Anyway, so let's look at the next high, the next potential future high for you. Oh, look at you. You have equinox. Check it out, Taurus. This is Stonehenge. So there's some major alignment going on for you. Wow, you're building something really important here that takes a lot of effort. But again, you've got like this, like this Egyptian pyramid kind of stuff going on. It's like, and with pyramids, it's like there's like this in the, I think it's like the lower third of the pyramid, that's like this big energy center, and it just radiates like power, and I don't mean like in a toxic way, I mean like in a magical way, right? So you have your next potential crest as this equinox, and I want to say that there is something that is going to click for you at either like at the next equinox. I think we've already experienced the spring, or the, what is it, vernal equinox, but the next one in the fall. There's something, I want to say that this next kind of magical moment for you, Taurus, is going to be in the fall, somewhere around the equinox. I have no idea what, like, astrologically is happening in the fall, but it seems very important for you. And it has this daytime energy. So it's going to be during like the daytime, not nighttime. I don't even think it really matters where you are in the world, but it's a daytime energy that is filled with magic. And again, like the clouds, the sky's filled with clouds here, and clouds can represent unseen or like like hidden kind of things. Because I feel like if this equinox card was, if the image was at night, there would be a moon. There'd be a big moon illuminating, or you know what I mean? But it's like the sun is still making its way through the clouds, because you can see all the stripes of the sunlight coming through the stones. Man, this is really cool. I'm getting a little jelly of this reading. I don't have Taurus. I don't think I have Taurus anywhere in my chart. All right. So, Taurus, let's look at your wavelength. Now, the wavelength is the distance between like crest to crest or trough to trough. It's just the wavelength. It can indicate a period of time between the cycles, like how long your lull is, because you did get the lull term. And because you got the lull, I'm wondering if you I'm wondering if you are here or if you are here on your wavelength. I mean, you'll know. I don't know. All right, wavelength. What do we have? Oh my gosh, Taurus. Have you been hanging out with Libra? You're like getting all super magical here. You have the primeval forest. This is really cool. It's like this, I don't know, it's like this path opening up for you. And again, you've got these little rays of light coming down from the canopy in this kind of ancient forest here. Wow, so it's supposed to be about like the wavelength. And you know what? I'm not getting time. It's like I'm not getting with this wavelength. It's not a literal thing. So it's not a logical thing. It's not like a period of time between this and this. This is a wavelength as in like, oh man, I'm on your wavelength, man, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like this is kind of like your frequency. It's like this ancient frequency, and I think that's something. Oh, wow, and it's so related to the abyss too, because it's like the way to know when you're going like from one cycle to the next, one cycle to the next. It's like you have like this, I want to say, indescribable feeling of this primeval forest where it's like you can feel like these little rays of light. You can actually feel them coming through the canopy and kind of touching you a little bit. And it's like, I don't know, it's like your own little personal indicator of where you are on your wave. This is really cool. Wow. Okay. Awesome, Taurus. I like it. Okay, so let's get you an oracle card just to help you with the lows here, cuz you know, lows aren't fun. All right. So for Taurus, what does Taurus need to know about the lows? Wow, someone else I think got the same card. I like this card. Okay. All right, here's the image. It says, love is in the air. Everything is perfectly balanced. Now that is beautiful because that helps with this for sure. Feeling like you're missing out on some kind of fulfillment, feeling like you're missing out on some kind of happiness. It's like you just know that everything, like the the universe is so freaking smart. You know what I mean? It's like everything is aligned the way it's supposed to be, perfectly just for you. You know what I mean? Like, so even during a low period, it's like just rest assured that everything is perfectly balanced. And just this whole, I think this, what was the sign? Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I think, got this card, and it was, but their lows, they were kind of dealing with like something a little bit more ghostly, like I want to say like deceased loved ones, and just having a problem with that, and it was multiple, it was both lows, right? So with you though, it's and I noticed with the cat and the dog, it reminded me of like the Ghostbusters where Bill Murray was like, it's all mass hysteria, dogs and cats living together. It's like, like crazy stuff. See, that's also an ode to this abyss here where, like, think about the illusions. Look at all of these clouds. It's like this whole ray of clouds coming out, clouds everywhere. That's that illusion. You've got the illusion of missing out when you're not really. And then you also have like something coming out, trying to, shine through the illusion that the clouds are making here. And then you have the abyss, which is embracing like the illusion, embracing the mystical, and not believing something is what it is, face value kind of thing, which grounds you, which is your surf line here. And love is in the air. It's like, remember that you are loved, Taurus. You are totally loved. And look, we got Jupiter right here. It's kind of like asking you to expand your acceptance of the mystical. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the Everlong mystic. Well, maybe a little, but anyways. Taurus, this is so cool. I'm so glad I did this. Wow. All right, Taurus, this is your message. I hope it helped you in some way, and I thank you for embracing your inner mystic. And I'll see you later. Bye, Taurus.